Lessons from the session room. What happens if one of your direct reports comes up to you and lets you know that another employee, one of their coworkers, was speaking poorly about the ownership and the general management of the organization? But the direct report that comes up to you doesn't want their name used because they don't want to violate the trust between her coworker and herself. How do you deal with this? How do you manage it? You want to protect the trust. You want to protect the desire of your direct reports so you keep that trust together. But at the same time, we have to address this issue because if left unaddressed, it will fester and bigger problems will come because of it. Ultimately, the bigger solution that we're looking for is where that direct report of yours can feel confident and comfortable to correct her coworker because it's not the right thing or that's not the behavior that we expect around here. So that's what we ultimately want. But on the way to get there, there's a little bit of management that's required. So a great way to handle this is to reassure your direct report that you will not violate that trust. However, it is important that you get as much detail about what was said and in what context and what exactly was that comment violating, likely one of the core values. And take that information, have a one-on-one or address it with that employee that is alleged to have said it. Not that you're addressing it straightly head on at this point, but you can let them know as you're reviewing the core values what type of behavior is acceptable. And if it aligns with something that they said, they should start to understand that maybe what they said before isn't acceptable. You can also use examples. So without naming the person, you could say, here is an example of what not doing the right thing looks like. And you can basically just repeat the actions or the words that were alleged to have been said. And again, that's a great way to introduce the potential issue without undermining that trust. So that's a great place to start if you're ever in the situation where you need to address a core value violation, but you can't quite use the specific data to keep trust intact with your team.